Welcome to the Caregivers channel here on YouTube, brought to you by DailyCaring.com, the leading website for all things caregiving. You're giving absolutely everything you have to care for a loved one. Then a family member who rarely lifts a finger drops a comment like, "You should be doing more," or "I wouldn't handle it that way." That unsolicited criticism carries a very specific, agonizing sting. Your heart races, your defenses go up, and you probably want to yell back or immediately list off everything you do to justify yourself. It's a completely natural reaction, but it rarely reduces your stress, and it almost never stops the comments from happening again. So grab a pen and a piece of paper. Today, we are going to build your customized quick response roadmap. We'll write down 3 exact scripts you can use the next time someone questions your caregiving. Having these words physically written down right in front of you acts as a buffer. It short-circuits the cycle of emotional reaction, allowing you to protect your peace and end these exhausting confrontations on your own terms. Step 1 actually happens before you speak a single word. When an unfair critique hits your ears, your brain's immediate biological response is to snap back defensively. Before you look at your cheat sheet, you have to execute the reset. This is a mandatory 10-second pause and deep breath. This deliberate pause forces your nervous system to stand down. It bypasses that automatic defensive reflex, and your mind physically cools down. If you skip this breath, it doesn't matter what words you use. Any script you read will carry a sharp edge and sound like an aggressive attack, rather than the calm, firm boundary we want to set. Now we can start writing. The first script on your cheat sheet is called the pivot. You'll use this to acknowledge a complaint while instantly turning the tables. Write down this exact formula. I see your concern. What specific suggestions do you have to make this better? Let's look at the cheeseburger example. Imagine your sister asks why you gave your mom a greasy cheeseburger for lunch, complaining that you're going to ruin her health. Instead of debating nutrition, you deploy the pivot. You say, "I see why you're concerned, but mom's appetite has been terrible lately, and her doctor says less healthy foods are better than no nutrients at all. What other favorites could we offer her?" The person criticizing you is usually expecting a fight. By asking for their input, you immediately defuse the tension and shift the heavy lifting of problem solving directly onto them. Sometimes a family member's thoughtless comment really hurts. Our second script addresses that emotional sting without letting the conversation devolve into a shouting match. Avoid starting your sentences with "you always" or "you never." Those phrases instantly resurrect decades-old childhood sibling rivalries and shut down rational thought. Instead, write down this active listening formula. I feel, insert your emotion here, when you, insert their critical statement here. Take the busy sibling example. If your brother says he's simply too busy to pitch in right now, you can respond with, I feel unappreciated when you say you're too busy to visit or help with mom's care. By focusing the language strictly on your own internal feelings, you neutralize the conflict. The critic cannot argue with your personal emotional reality. Occasionally, criticism crosses the line. It moves from annoying, unsolicited advice into outright accusations of neglect or poor care. That's when you need the third script. Draft your firm defense formula like this. I am not neglecting them. We are following a specific care plan recommended by the doctor. Let's say a relative claims you're neglecting your parent because they aren't showering every day. You apply the boundary. You calmly explain that because of their Alzheimer's disease, they've developed a severe fear of bathing, and the doctor explicitly instructed you to only bathe them twice a week. Relying strictly on established medical facts removes you from the crosshairs. It creates an unarguable boundary that shuts down any further debate about your competence. Now that your toolkit is built, we need to talk about deployment, especially during a formal family meeting where stress levels run high. Physically bring your cheat sheet to the table, set a clear agenda for the discussion, and keep these scripts right in front of you. Establish a firm ground rule. If a sibling veers off track and starts bringing up past grievances, use script 1, the pivot, to force the conversation back to the here and now. Ask them for specific suggestions on the current issue. Treating family communication as a structured, documented task keeps you grounded. It prevents you from being derailed by historical family dynamics and keeps everyone focused on your loved one's actual needs. Take a look at your finalized quick response roadmap. You now have a complete 3-step toolkit in your hands: the pivot, the I statement, and the boundary. Remember, you are the expert on your loved one's daily needs. You don't owe anyone a perfect performance. You are doing your best in an incredibly challenging, all-consuming role. The next time criticism arrives, this roadmap ensures your response will come from a place of control rather than a place of hurt, and that preserves your energy for the work that truly matters. We hope you enjoyed this video from DailyCaring.com. If you did, be sure to press that like button and consider subscribing to the Caregiver channel here on YouTube, brought to you by Daily Caring.